We have recently become aware that the city of Kansas City, Missouri, has enacted a new wage scale for the members of their police department. And of course, Kansas City is a different beast, being that it's governed by the state of Missouri and not the local council. However, starting wages for officers in Kansas City, Missouri has been raised to $65,000. That compares to independents, which is about $53,000. So over the course of a police officer's career, or not a career, but over a 20-year period, somebody working for Kansas City, Missouri as a police officer would make about $575,000 more than an independence police officer. That is compounded by the fact that Kansas City 2 years ago lifted their residency requirement for their police officers so that you only have to live within a 30-mile radius of downtown Kansas City. And if that doesn't sound all that much, that 30-mile radius extends almost as far north as Excelsior Springs, almost as far up as Atchison area, and then of course down into the Lone Jack area as well, and east out towards Odessa. So that is a very big territory that a lot of our officers live within that bubble. We are having great conversations. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but great conversations with our Fraternal Order of Police about how we address that, because this is an inflection point for our city. We are already at 38 vacancies. We have a very young department where those kind of wages are going to be very attractive to somebody who's just starting out in their career and looking to raise a family and take care of a family. So it's very critical, both that we figure out what we're going to do with our wage scale, but as I have said many times in many forums, the city does have a revenue issue. We've worked really hard to bring our expenditures more in line with other municipalities. I'm not saying we've perfectly solved that, but revenue growth remains a challenge for us. So these are conversations that I think are extremely critical to have, and not over an elongated time, but pretty quickly here, because now that this wage table has dropped, I can assure you that our personnel are aware of that. It is certainly the talk of the Police Chiefs Association that Chief Dustman was just at. I was just at the Missouri City Managers Conference, and it's a conversation piece there. I think it's going to be very important that we take action to ensure that we don't see a rush of officers heading to Kansas City, which would certainly be understandable without some sort of change here. So I don't mean to be doomsday, but I think it's part of my role to make you aware of issues like this, and encourage you that we have some conversations expeditiously to get out in front of this.